What's up, everybody? It's the Movie Guy. So I just got done with episode 2, season 2 of Twisted Metal. I love how they do the name of the episodes of Dollface is DOLF4C3. And I want to make a correction at the first episode review chat. I said when the Dollfaces showed up, they were on Roadkill, and I screwed up because I that's John Dole's vehicle. Dollface's vehicle is Darkseid. I meant to say Darkseid. They actually had Darkseid in that first episode. So I thought this was, I don't know, it kind of felt like a filler episode a little bit into the episode, and but it takes place right after John Doe is waking up, because at the end of the first episode, he gets knocked out, and then his sister comes in, Krista, and remembers him, but he doesn't remember her because John Doe obviously lost his memory and stuff and everything. So, and it's basically Krista kind of rekindling everything with John. They haven't seen each other in 20 years. And so basically, about Calypso's tournament, they're only going to represent one of the dolls in the tournament, which I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because that's Dollface. There's only one Dollface, like, in the game that represents a tournament. There's not 3 or 4 that's going to enter. So they have a little bit of a competition between a couple of the doll faces who stands up, says, I want to go in the tournament. I want to go in the tournament. So it's Quiet, who is like a made up character, not in the video games. It's almost like that Cole character from the the new Mortal Kombat movie that wasn't in the games. They just made him up. It's in the same sense of this, but I actually like Quiet. She's actually an interesting character, unlike Cole in the Mortal Kombat movie. So they have a race between her and another doll and John Doe, and Quiet wins, so she's going to enter the tournament, which is kind of interesting because Dollface, which is named Krista Sparks, and that's the name of John Doe's sister, is Krista. And her backstory is that she used to be a supermodel in the video game. She used to be a supermodel, and then a severe accident disformed her face. So she had the doll face mask basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Permanently on her face. Had it like stuck on her face that she can't take it off. So she wants to basically win the tournament in the video game because she wants her beautiful face back. That's going to be her wish from Calypso if she wins. So I'm just kind of curious if they're changing it and they're not going to go that storyline, because I would think that Krista would have been in the race, because I thought what was going to happen, that Krista was gonna enter the race, and between who's going to Calypso's tournament, and then she's going to wreck, and her face is going to be so messed up that the other dolls are going to permanently put the doll face mask on Krista's face. So that's how I thought it was gonna go, but it didn't. So and then like there was this like other character that came in that snuck into the camp that was trying to get medicine because her ex-husband's sick, which that was just kind of weird. And they're battling these like weird like forest creature people, humans, and I'm like, what is even happening? Like, what? What is going on? But it was kind of cool. Like one of the as like John Doe kind of bent down quiet, jumped on his back and grabbed the hatchet that the other lady threw and took out the dude. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, this episode was like, but towards the end is what was like so mind-blowing. They showed Blackfield Asylum. In the way the camera angle was going towards down the hallway was just like the video game in Twisted Metal Black. When you get introduced to a character, or when you select that character, and you hear the voiceover of the character, and it goes down the hall, and it goes to a room, and all of a sudden there was a invitation that gets slipped underneath the door, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's Billy Ray Stillwater. And then he started reading it, and it was Mr. Grimm. I was like, oh my god, Mr. Grimm is in this. Yes, let's go. I love Mr. Grimm from Twisted Metal. So he's reading it, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to enter the tournament. And it was just so cool because it was just like Twisted Metal Black. How they get the invitation, and they're in their like room at the asylum. So Mr. Grimm, they're actually going with the storyline from the PS3 version, the 2012, because in that version, Mr. Grimm is the son of a stuntman, and his dad dies during a stunt. So basically, with his death, he turns a life of crime, and he wants to undo all that. So I think his wish is to bring his dad back. But in the Twisted Metal Black game, the whole backstory is he was in the Vietnam War, and he had to basically turn to cannibalism on his friend Benny, which, with him doing that, got sent to the asylum, and he wants to wreak revenge on Calypso for him putting him in the asylum. So there's actually two different storylines with Mr. Grimm. So, and it's kind of weird because he also wears the skull of Benny, the one he cannibalized. So that's his mask. He's wearing Benny's skull as his mask. But in this, they're actually using a motorcycle helmet that has the skull on it. And I don't know if I really like that, because Ben Grimm's mask is really cool in the Twisted Metal Black game with the actual skull. So, but yeah, it was awesome. And anyway, I thought all this dropped all at once, and it didn't. They actually dropped the first 3 episodes. So they're dropping them in parts. So August 7th, episode 4 and 5 is going to drop. And all these episodes are going to do, I think, 2 a week. The last 2 or 3 is going to be dropped on August 28th. So I do like this. I do like this where we have to wait, because I didn't, people binge watch it and then it'd be like, oh yeah, it's over. I had one, like, to veer off topic, I had one of my friends who basically binge watched Fallout like in a day and a half, and I was like, what? I haven't even started the first episode. And when I started the first episode, he was already starting it for the second time. So I kind of like this, where they drop 1 or 2 episodes a week instead of dropping it all at once. So I'm hoping Ben Grimm is really good. Like I said, I love the character so much from the video game, but I wish they would actually go with the skull mask. So I'm going to watch the 3rd episode, since they dropped 3 episodes this week. And yeah, I enjoyed episode 1 a little bit more than episode 2, but the first 2 episodes have been fantastic, though.